A clear vision, backed by definite plans, gives you a tremendous feeling of confidence and personal power. A very warm good evening to one and all present here. Due to some unprecedented reason, our chief guest, Mrs. Shalini Agarwal, I.A.S, the collector of Vadodara district, has been delayed. We are expecting her arrival. Prayer lays hold of God's plans and becomes the link between His will and its accomplishment on earth. Amazing things happen, and we are given the privilege of being the channels of prayer. I invite our students for a prayer song. Thank you, children. May I now request our beloved Principal Ma'am to escort the dignitaries to their dais. Light is hope, light is awareness, light is magic, light is blessing, light is life. So be the light and spread the hope. I request our Principal Ma'am to escort our honorable guests for lighting the lamp. Our beloved Bishop, His Grace, Dr. Geevarghese Yulios. Our President, Reverend Father Geevarghese I. Honorary Secretary, Mr. Abraham Jacob. Honorary Treasurer, Mr. Reggie P. Matthew. Now, I invite our Principal Ma'am, Mrs. Nilima Varghese, to give the welcome speech.
Live for today, not for tomorrow. Live for the present and what is here. Stop living and thinking what may or may not come or happen. Live for the day already here and live it without any fear or regret. Be happy. I thank the Almighty for all the blessings He has bestowed upon us all these years, and especially today for this wonderful 10th annual day. Without His blessings, nothing can take place. Good evening to one and all present here. I really feel honored to welcome you all for the 10th annual day celebration of our school, St. Mary's. On this auspicious day, His Grace, Dr. Geevarghese Yulios, the manager of our school and Metropolitan of the Ahmedabad Diocese, has kindly consented to preside over this function. His Grace, basically a science graduate, holds multiple degrees like GST, BD, NTH and PhD. His Grace has diplomas in various languages such as Sanskrit, Hebrew, Greek, Latin and German. His Grace has served as a lecturer and professor at the theological seminaries in Kotem and Nagpur. His Grace has been blessed as an author and has published more than 10 books. He is a visionary and leads a flock of Orthodox Syrian Christians of the Ahmedabad Diocese to contribute to the growth of the cities of Gujarat and the nation by building and managing educational institutions and charitable trusts. His Grace, we are highly blessed with your esteemed presence. On behalf of the entire staff and students of St. Mary's School, I heartily welcome you to this function with flowers. Guests are important people to be treated like gods. Atithi Devo Bhava. We have been fortunate to have a word of conviction that Srimati Shalini Agarwal, I.A.S, the Collector and District Magistrate of Vadodara, as the chief guest today. She had promised to come, but unfortunately there was some urgent court case that is taking place, and her presence is required there. Her PA has assured me that as soon as she is free, he will inform me. I hope and pray that she graces this occasion with her presence. A warm welcome to our guest of honor. Sorry, it's Rahman. Yohanan Rahman was supposed to come. He has not come. Let's hope he turns up. A hearty welcome to Reverend Father Tiju Varghese, Vicar and President of H.G.Dr. Church. He has been very active in the activities of the church and its 4 educational institutions. I also welcome Reverend Father George, ex-Vicar and ex-President of H.G.Dr. Church. He is also the present principal of MGM School. A warm welcome to you, Father George. I also welcome Reverend Father Philippos Abraham, Manager, St. Thomas Retreat Center, Abu Road. Welcome, Father. A warm welcome to Fathers Saju Panichura and Father Jason John Matthew, Assistant Vicars of H.G.Dr. Church. Welcome to the Honorary Secretary of the H.G.Dr. Church, Sri Abraham Shekhar, a retired officer and devoting his energy in the day-to-day activities of the 3 schools under the H.G.Dr. Church. My heartfelt welcome to Honorary Treasurer Sri Reggie P. Matthew, an entrepreneur who holds the position of the Finance Manager of the Church and its 3 institutions. I also welcome the committee members of the H.G.Dr. Church, Sri A.B.C.K., Committee Member of Refinery Board, Sri Varghese, Committee Member, Akota Ward, Committee Member of Vadodara Ward, Sri Lalachan K, Committee Member of Navayad Ward, ex officio members, Sri Matthews George, I also welcome the Executive Committee members of Basic Trust, Honorary Treasurer Sri A.M. Matthew. He is the Secretary, Honorary Secretary Sri A.M. Matthew. George, Sri George O'Day, Executive Committee Member of Asian Internal Auditor. I also welcome all the invitees. We have special invitees from the So Clean. So Clean is an NGO working for the clean and green Vadodara. It's an NGO working since the last 40 years, and they are involving the school students in their work. So they are preparing the future citizens to keep the environment and the city clean. Dr. Sangeeta Patel and Sri Chaitanya Kulkarni. A hearty welcome to you. Also a hearty welcome to Varghese sir, who was one of the pioneers of the school, in building the school and taking the school forward. I welcome you, sir. A hearty welcome to Rajesh Nambiar, who is a great supporter of our school, and all the invitees, the dignitaries, guests, PTA members and parents. Last but not the least, once again a warm welcome to all of you present here. Have an enjoyable and memorable evening with the heart-throbbing programs that your children are putting up for you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Actually, we had planned our annual report keeping in mind our chief guest arrival. So, because she is not here, we'll continue with the program as we can. So, we'll have the annual prize distribution now. A clear vision backed by definite plans gives you a tremendous feeling of confidence and personal power. Let us all cheer our students who have achieved their positions with hard work and determination. Now, I call upon Devi ma'am to take over for the annual prize distribution.
Education is the passport to the future. For tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today. The key to success is to focus on goals, not on obstacles. A very good evening to one and all present here. On behalf of St. Mary's family, I welcome you all to the annual prize distribution ceremony of our school. Students who excel in studies are appreciated by awarding mementos and certificates. Now, may I invite our Bishop, His Grace Dr. Geevarghese Mar Yulios, to award the proficiency prizes of the year 2017-18. For class 3, the proficiency prize goes to Nayar Advait. Class 4, the prize goes to Patel Shri. Class 5, Ansari Rehan. Class 6, Behra Nikita. Behra Nikita for class 6. For class 7, Gaund Yash. For class 8, the prize goes to Naya Swati. For class 9, Shetty Vaishnavi. For class 10, Muskan Mewati. She is not here. Class 11, Bharti Sweetie. Thank you, His Grace. May I invite our President to give away the prizes of 2018-19. For 18-19, Class 3, Jia Singh. Class 4, Abhinav Singh. Class 5, Patel Shri. Class 6, Amin Tarnish. Class 7, Nikita Behra. Class 8, Yash Gond. Class 9, Nair Swati. Class 10, Makwana Tirth. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Father. Now I invite our secretary to give away the prizes. Class 11, Sheikh Susan. Class 11, Science. Class 11, General Pathan Zahir Khan. Thank you, sir. One more. Okay. Class 12, General Raitata Devang. Thank you, sir. Now, may I invite our Bishop to felicitate our scholarship winners. Arun Joel Memorial Scholarship for a deserving student of the primary section is being awarded to Master Ashwin Shajan of Standard 8th. He is an exemplary student, an all-rounder in academics and winning prizes in various activities of the school. Reverend Father O.C. Varghese Memorial Scholarship for the students who secures highest percentage in standard 10th board examination in the year 2018 goes to Miss Suzanne Sheikh. Suzanne Sheikh. And for the year 2019 marks goes to Master Nikesh Muralidharan. Though these students have not secured the first position, we have awarded the scholarship to them as they continued pursuing their higher secondary education in our school. Master Nikesh Muralidharan. He is also not reached. Thank you, His Grace. One more. The prestigious Rolling Trophy for Excellence in Academics for the year 2018-19 goes to the Greenhouse. It's a rolling trophy. I request all the prefects to receive the trophy from Bishop. Please come. 2, 3. Abhay. Greenhouse. Nikesh came now. This is a scholarship of the student. Greenhouse student. This one also for him. It's okay. Abhay only. Okay, come and stand. Receive the trophy. Come. Yes, Bridge Raj. Go and stand, Bridge. Thank you, His Grace. With this, we come to the end of today's prize distribution ceremony. Thank you all.
Thank you, Devi ma'am. A true leader has the confidence to stand alone, the courage to make tough decisions, and the compassion to listen to the needs of others. He does not set out to be a leader, but becomes one by the equality of his actions and the integrity of his intent. May I now invite our beloved Bishop, His Grace Dr. Geevarghese Mar Yulios, Metropolitan of Ahmedabad Diocese, to give the presidential address.
A warm welcome and good evening to one and all. Our beloved President, Father Tiju Varghese I.A.S, the Honorary Treasurer and Secretary of our Varghese Trust, our beloved Principal Ma'am, very respected and revered clergy, the school board and church committee members, members of the Basil Trust, all our beloved staff, most beloved parents, and dear students. While I was sitting in this campus, was going back at least 9 years. When I came as a Metropolitan and manager of the Baroda Trust schools, this was the youngest, and I was there for the first annual function, I think. Some technical problem is there, I think. Good, when it comes more microphones, I become more happy, because usually some big fellows, when they speak, they get at least 5-10 microphones. I think now it is more audible to all of us. So my point is that we all can see a vast and vivid growth of this St. Mary's School when we celebrate this 10th annual day. I was also noticing our children are, now grown up. They were little tots, they are all growing up. Only our principal mom, she is becoming younger and more energetic. Beautiful staff, thank you, ma'am. Nice teamwork, very dedicated work of all of you. That's why we come to higher levels, not only in our educational niveau, but also a holistic, altogether development. We have seen that, prize winners from international and national level of athletics, karate champion and so on. This is indeed a great achievement. Dear parents and our beloved students, when you get any sort of higher prizes, its joy comes to the trust as well. We are all very happy about that because our prime aim is that your development. We, both our trust, the Basil Trust and Mar Gregorios Trust in Baroda, what we are aiming at is building up our next generation. We invest to develop our nation to a holistic level. As being the manager of 22 schools in 3 districts, 3 states of India, Gujarat, Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh, what makes me happy is the altogether development of our children, so that we are in the process of building our nation. Time to time, we may have challenges. We have cultural challenges. We have economic challenges. We have intellectual challenges. But a healthy nation means we have to see the things, in a very meditative way, not with much emotion, rather have a meditative, speculative way, address the matter and move forward. Otherwise, we will be in big trouble. Just agitations for the sake of agitation won't take us anywhere. Rather, address the things in the proper way. We have a wonderful system of judiciary, legislative bodies, and executive systems. We are blessed with an international reputative constitution, and under that constitution, we, thousands of cultures, hundreds of religions, hundreds of linguistic differences, but we are one nation, the wonder that is India. So, we are in the process of, taking our nation to further extents. Better than me, all of you know that we are a true force in all its aspects. Many developed nations, they are coming to India to launch their satellites. Our ISRO is doing great things. As I always used to say, that wherever you go, recently I have visited even Australia. Wherever you go, it is very, very rare that you can see an hospital, and reputed hospital, without at least a few Indian doctors. Nurses, of course. I think that there won't be not even a single hospital anywhere in Europe and America and Gulf countries, an hospital without an Indian nurse. And also, any field you go, take the CEOs of international reputed companies, Indians are running it. The skill and management is from our people. So, we have all the right to feel proud of our coming generation. But at the same time, it is also our duty to give them the right ethical, moral, and religious teachings. The teaching means something holistic, not just technological or epistemological knowledge. Rather, along with the teaching, it is our duty to create a very good moral epitome in each of our children. And I believe that this management, with the help of our very, very dedicated staff, we are able to do that. We don't have criminals in our schools. All our children in all these 4 schools and all other schools elsewhere in Gujarat and other states, today itself, I have visited 2 more schools. I'm coming from Bilwada all the way, like more than 500 kilometers journey today. I visited our Pratapgarh Center, our Banswada School and Center. Teachers are very happy. I addressed our teachers in Banswada. They were really happy. And we greeted each other, and they greeted me, and they said that, Bishop, you must be very busy because it's Christmas time. I said that, when I am with you, that is my Christmas. Ma'am, I'm telling you, this makes me merry. I know that I should not take too much time. I wish you all years of success. I want to see that the school is growing, developing from 10 to 20, 30. Our mother school, Basil School, Baroda, we just in the year of the Golden Jubilee, 50th annual day, we were able to celebrate. Let us remember all those the visionaries worked behind it, great persons, personalities, their vision, dedicated work. So let us thank God and why and what we are doing for the development of our nation. With these words, I conclude. I wish you all a season, a beautiful winter season, the season of Christmas, and also I wish you all a blessed 2020, a new year to come, just in a fortnight, in the time of 2 weeks. God bless you. Thank you. Jai Hind. Nilima mom says, when I came here, teachers said the Santa Claus has come. The Christmas father.
They said last time that when Bishop comes, we feel that Christmas Father is coming
Yes.
to us, to give us gifts.
Thank you, thank you. but I don't have.
Thank you, His Grace, for your influencing words. Appreciation can make a day, even change a life. Your willingness to put it into words is all that is necessary. May I now request our President, Reverend Father Geevarghese I.A.S, to present a memento to our beloved Bishop, His Grace Dr. Geevarghese Mar Yulios, as a token of our love and appreciation. Thank you, Father. May I request His Grace to present a memento to Kumari Suzanne Sheikh for her outstanding achievement at international level and state and national level in karate and athletic events. She scored a gold medal in Dhaka, Bangladesh at the South Asian Federation Championship in Karate, where 7 countries had participated in the first week of November from the 24th October to the 29th October 2019. Suzanne participated in World Federation Karate Championship at Santiago, Chile, South America. If all goes well, at the national and international level, she might get a chance to represent India at the Olympic Games to be held in Tokyo, Japan in 2020. May I request our President, Reverend Father Geevarghese I.A.S, to present a memento to Kumari Nandini Pillai for her outstanding achievement in triple jump event and stood second in 100 meter sprint at Vadodara Mahanagar Palika and has been selected to represent Vadodara at state level competition in both Khel Mahakumbh and SGFI. At state level, she bagged the gold medal in triple jump event in SGFI. Nandini Pillai stood first and bagged the gold medal at Gujarat state level competition organized by Reliance Foundation Youth Sports at Manjalpur Sports Complex.
Pardon me for butting in. Nandini was selected by the Sports Authority of Gujarat as a budding athlete when she was in 7th standard, and she was kept at the Sports Authority of Gujarat complex, trained as a national athlete, state and national athlete, and she was training for all that. Even her schooling was there at some school which they are running, but she came back in 12th standard saying, I want to go back to my school. So she has come back to our school and she has become our pride as an athlete. If you all remember, on the first sports day that we had, she was at that rope, rope Malcolm. She was the star of the sports at that time. I think Tirumeni, you also witnessed one. She was a child at that time. So we wish her all the best for all her future endeavors. She's a 12th standard science student and a very budding athlete, even at the national level. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. May I now request our honorary treasurer, Mr. Reggie P. Matthew, to present a memento to Master Shashank Rai for his outstanding achievement in judo. He is known as the Chota Sultan of our school. He stood 8th. He's from class 8, stood first and bagged the gold medal at Vadodara district level competition in 68 kilogram category. He has been also awarded a cash prize of Rs 3,000 and represented Vadodara district at state level competition of Khel Mahakumbh held at Patan and stood first and bagged the gold medal at state level also. He was rewarded a cash prize of 10,000 and also represented Gujarat state at national level competition held at Delhi. Thank you very much, sir. May I now request our beloved Bishop,
His Grace Dr. Geevarghese Yulios, to present a memento to our physical education teacher, Mr. Hitesh Parmar, for his outstanding contribution towards the growth of the school in sports. He has diligently trained and motivated our students to participate in the Khel Mahakumbh and SGFI Games of Gujarat, where the students have performed outstandingly with gold and silver medals galore. Thank you, His Grace. We have a team of young, dedicated and energetic teachers in our school who are always striving for excellence by motivating the students in academics, co-curricular and extracurricular activities. They are dedicated and devoted to their duties towards the students and the school. So, our beloved principal, Mrs. Nilima Varghese ma'am, felt that today, since we are felicitating the winners in academics and sports, our teachers also should be acknowledged for their hard work and sincerity. May I now request our beloved Bishop, His Grace, to bless each one of them and present them with a memento. It is presented to the teachers who have been here since the last 3 years and confirmed. I call upon Meenakshi H. Pathak ma'am. She is from preschool. She is a preschool teacher, nursery teacher. Meenakshi ma'am. Mrs. Purvi R. Mistry. She is a junior KG teacher. Mrs. Jinsi Anish. She is not present at the moment. She is a senior KG teacher. Mrs. Jolly Tangachan. She is a junior KG teacher. Mrs. Sangeeta K. Parmar. She's our all in all. She helps us with all the activities of the school. She is from primary section. She is our supervisor. Mrs. Shirley Babu, our primary teacher, SS teacher. She teaches SS. Mrs. Mini Raju. She teaches maths, science, even English. Mrs. Jyotika H. Kosambia. She teaches Gujarati and art. Mrs. Shilpa A. Makwan. She teaches Sanskrit and Gujarati. Mrs. Radha Jacqueline. She is our English teacher from the primary section. Mrs. Varsha Putto. Mrs. Varsha Putto is our English teacher again from the primary section. Mrs. Pritima Srivastava. She is our art teacher. Mrs. Hema A. Panchal, our Gujarati teacher. Mrs. Sadhna L. Pandole. She is our maths teacher. She also teaches English. Mr. Kamlesh B. Parmar. He is our office staff. Mrs. Blessy Joseph, office staff. Mrs. Devi R. Menon, our secondary teacher. She takes science and maths. Mrs. Rekha H. Parmar. She teaches Gujarati and Hindi in the secondary section. And myself, Vinita Siju, I teach English in the higher secondary section. Meena Ben R. Solanki, ancillary staff, Mrs. Champa Ben M. Solanki, ancillary staff, Mrs. Mitali Sanghavi, our computer teacher, Mrs. Kirtida R. Patel, our computer teacher, Mrs. Ansi Alexander, our higher secondary teacher. Yeah, she teaches commerce, accounts, stats, any subject in the higher secondary commerce section. A special memento is presented to Mr. Ravji Solanki for his outstanding and unending contribution to the school and the church as a sweeper, plumber, electrician, technician, carpenter, and gardener. Because of his all-round abilities, so much of our funds are saved for day-to-day repair and maintenance. I request Madam Curie Pereira to come onto the stage. Oh, I am so sorry. I forgot the whole and soul of our school. Our Chandubai C. Vagela. Without him, we cannot function anything. We cannot open the gate of our school. I am sorry, Lalu Kaka. He is the whole and soul of our school. Without him, our school cannot function. Madam Curie Pereira. She is an ex-colleague and friend of our beloved principal, ma'am, Mrs. Nilima Varghese, who helps out in the annual day and different programs and activities of the school, like art and craft or best out of waste. She is presently giving honorary service to Spandan, an institution that caters to the needs of differently abled children. Thank you so much, Curie ma'am.
She is a versatile personality. She was an ex-colleague and friend of mine, and she always helps out with the script writing of our annual days. I give her the theme, she writes the script for me, we share the ideas and bring out a good grand program which you will witness today. Thank you.
Thank you, His Grace. May I now request our principal, ma'am, Mrs. Nilima Varghese, to escort our esteemed dignitaries towards the audience to view the annual report. Learning gives creativity. Creativity leads to thinking. Thinking provides knowledge, and knowledge makes you great. What makes a child gifted and talented may not always be good grades in school, but a different way of looking at the world and learning. We at St. Mary's have tried to channelize our students so as to help them grow in all necessary aspects of learning. To make us all aware of this growth, let us glance through the activities of the academic years 2018-19 and 2019-20 in the annual report delivered by our beloved principal, Mrs. Nilima Varghese.
Before we embark upon the annual report, I would like to welcome our inspector from the DO, Shweta Ben Pargi, and the assistant inspector from the DO, Sri Ronak Bhatt, and I welcome them to this annual day program. Thank you for coming. I also welcome one of the executive committee members, Sibin Rajan, to this program.
Annual report for the year 2018-19. Before beginning the annual report, I thank the Almighty for all the blessings He has showered upon this institution, students, staff, management, and all the facilitators responsible for the growth of this institution. St. Mary's School was established in June 2006 by the Mar Gregorius Orthodox Church, Vadodara. It started off with 110 students in the first year of its inception, and today we have 794 students with classes from nursery to standard 12, commerce and science, one class being added every year. This year we started off with standard 12-2. Good evening one and all present here. His Grace Dr. Geevarghese Mar Yulios, Metropolitan and Manager of Ahmedabad Diocese, esteemed Chief Guest Srimati Shalini Agarwal, Collector of Baroda, Very Reverend Father P.M. Matthew, Episcopa, Reverend Father Geevarghese, President and Vicar of H.G.Dr. Church, Father Joji George, Principal of MGM School, Father Saju Padichira, Assistant Vicar of H.G.Dr. Church, Father Jason John Matthew, Assistant Vicar of H.G.Dr. Church, Honorary Secretary Sri Abraham Jacob, Honorary Treasurer Sri Reggie Matthew, Managing Committee members of H.G.Dr. Church, Basil Trust, distinguished guests, invitees, parents, and my dear loving students. We have gathered here to celebrate the 10th annual day of our school. The vision and mission of the school is to discover, develop, and nurture the skills and talents of our students, and to ensure that every student develops confidence, competence, self-reliance with a sense of loyalty and patriotism. For this, we have a team of young, enthusiastic, dedicated, and loving teachers and a total of 43 staff members. Every year, the academic session starts in the second week of June. The students are eager to come back to school after a long vacation of about 2 months. The first day of the school was very exciting as everyone had a brand new uniform to show off, as there was a change in the uniform of the whole school. No studies for the first 2 days, just fun and frolic with activities like art and craft, reading and storytelling, quizzing, games, etc. Just a warm-up before getting into carrying heavy bags and serious teaching learning process. Standard 10 and 12 had already started their classes in the third week of May, that is the vacation, to finish their syllabus in preparation for the board examination next year. End of June, parent-teachers meeting was organized. Parents had a fruitful interaction with the teachers, especially the parents of the nursery, the play school, and the new admissions. Second Saturday of every month, parents-teachers meetings are regularly conducted to keep parents abreast of the progress and regress of their wards. A new PTA committee is also formed every year, where parents voluntarily give their suggestions and services to the school whenever and wherever required. From 25th June to 30th June, a safety week was observed wherein the students were trained in various safety measures to be taken during natural calamities like earthquake, heavy rains and flooding, which we have been experiencing in our city for the last 2 years, as well as man-made calamities like fire, gas leak, etc. Installation ceremony. To develop leadership quality and to instill discipline among the students, a council was selected by the teachers. For this, we had the first official function of the school, wherein the school officers of the 4 houses were installed into their ranks of head boy, head girl, prefects and games captains of the school. Srimati Ranjanben Bhatt, MP from Baroda was a chief guest and conferred the badges, sashes and flags on the student leaders. Reverend Father Joji George, Vicar and President of the MGO's Church and Principal of MGM School, along with the executive members of the MGO's Church, attended the program. Parents of the Student Council also witnessed the prayerful and solemn ceremony. 16 July was observed as Inoculation Day, an initiation taken by the Government of India to eradicate life-threatening diseases like measles and rubella from the country. On 18th July, an innovative competition for the high school was held, that is, cooking without fire. Maybe new to all of you too. It's just preparing salads and desserts and exhibiting them in an artistic way. Boys also participated and made excellent dishes, winning prizes also. They proved that the way to a teacher's heart and everybody's heart is through their stomachs. Say no to plastics. A talk on the harmful effects of single-use plastic was organized by So Clean, an NGO working for a green and clean city of Baroda, with the participation of school students. Dr. Nitin Bhatti from the Faculty of Engineering and Technology was the speaker, along with an effective PowerPoint presentation. 72nd Independence Day was celebrated on 15th August 2018 with great fervor and enthusiasm. Honorary Treasurer Mr. T.K. Joy and the Refinery Ward Secretary Mr. Sojan Varghese hoisted the flag, followed by a short program of patriotic songs, dance and speeches. On 20th August 2018, a maths puzzle seminar was conducted by Kenken Group for enhancing the mathematic ability of the students of class 4 to class 9. Teachers' Day was celebrated on 5th September 2018. A very important and fun-filled day for the teachers who are day in and day out burdened with teaching, testing, invigilating and checking activities in the school. The students put up a wonderful program of skits, dance and games. A huge cake was presented by the Student Council, which was cut and shared by the teachers on the stage. The management also gifted the whole staff with lovely Titan wrist watches. Some of the executive committee members also were present for the program. The anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi, the father of our nation, was celebrated in the school by organizing skits, elocutions and debate on the life of Mahatma Gandhi. Many of our students participated in the essay writing, poetry, singing, elocution and drawing competitions organized by the DO at the SVS level. Many of them brought laurels to the school by winning prizes, the first, second and third prizes. They received certificates and cash prizes also. Navratri festival was celebrated as usual with great fervor on 9th of October. Students, teachers and helpers also enjoyed the day, dancing to the tunes of hip-hop Navratri songs. Prizes for the best dancers and best costumes were given class-wise to the winners. There were special judges from outside. On 19 October, Professor Dr. Gyan Bhanut, a scientist at Rutgers University, jointly in the Department of Physics, Molecular Biology and Biochemistry of New Jersey, visited our school. He addressed the students of class 8 to 12 on various topics like space research, mysteries of the universe, mathematics, prevalent life-threatening diseases like cancer and their prevention. He also answered the queries related to the different subjects. It was a very exciting and knowledgeable session of 2.5 hours for the students as this was the first interaction with a scientist of international repute. On 3rd November, Diwali was celebrated with a meaningful skit and entertainment program that is just a day before the commencement of the Diwali vacation. Children's Day was celebrated as usual. The teachers put up a fascinating and heart-throbbing program for all the students from nursery to class 12. They were very happy and excited to see the teachers dancing and prancing on the stage. The Swachhagraha Prerak training. The Adani group of companies organized a training program related to Swachhagraha Abhiyan for all the schools of Vadodara city. One of our teachers, Mrs. Jyoti Kosambia, attended the program where more than 200 schools had participated. She then initiated the program in the school by organizing Swachhagraha Prerak committees of the students who would go and check every class for their cleanliness every day. Green, orange and red stickers used to be stuck on the doors of each class according to the cleanliness of the class. There was a keen and healthy competition among the classes, and Standard 11th Commerce backed the prize for the cleanest class. The compound of the school was also kept clean by the core committee, as they would pick up all the litter after the recess. This reduced the burden of the ancillary staff, who always had to keep on cleaning the school. Christmas was celebrated with great fervor just before Christmas vacation on 22nd December. About 25 underprivileged children were given gifts and sweaters by the students. They also shared their snacks with them. This created a feeling of empathy, caring and sharing among the students for the underprivileged children. A one-day trip was organized to Green Vatika Resort for the students of Standard 8 to 12 on 18th December. Sports Day of the Pre-Primary and the Lower Primary was organized on 12th January 2019. Miss Meera Erda, the first and the youngest Formula One driver, was the chief guest. She was a great motivation to all the students of the school. On 25th January, the annual sports meet for classes 5 to 12 was organized, and Mr. Tushar Arote, Eklavya awardee and international kabaddi player and gold medalist at the Asian Games, was the chief guest. Miss Razia Sheikh, an international athlete and gold medalist in many events, was a guest of honor. A blessing ceremony was conducted with prayers in the church for Standard 10 board students. Picnics were organized for Standard 3 to 7 at a resort. International Mother Tongue Day, Vishwa Matru Bhasha, was observed on 21st February 2019, where the students gave speeches in Gujarati on various topics. Competitions in handwriting, recitations, clay modeling, elocution, patriotic songs, skit, mehndi, rangoli, drawing, card making, essay writing, salad making, best out of waste, flower arrangements, etc. were conducted regularly throughout the year. A house-wise general knowledge quiz competition was organized on 16th March, where the Red House bagged the first position. World Science Day was observed on 28th February by holding a science and social service exhibition class-wise. Judges from outside declared the winners class-wise. The year culminated with a summer camp from 15th April 2019 to 30th April for students of Standard 4 to Standard 11. Activities like various games, art, craft and best out of waste were organized. Yoga was also conducted early morning. Mrs. Curie Pereira was the resource person along with our PE teacher. The SSC and HSC board examinations commenced on 11th March 2019. We are very proud to announce that St. Mary's School obtained 100% result for the 10th class and 75% for Standard 12 Commerce. The first batch of 12th of St. Mary's School that appeared for the board examination. Highlight of sporting activities of 2018-19. Many students of our school participated in Khel Mahakumbh 2018 in individual and team events, and also took part as a team in Kabaddi, Kho-Kho, volleyball, tug of war, and in athletics under 14, under 17 and above 17 girls and boys teams. Our student of Standard 8, Path Shah, stood first in archery in under 19 boys SGFI School Games Federation of India at Vadodara district and qualified for state level competition, and in Khel Mahakumbh, Path stood third at district level and has been selected for the state level at Devgarh, Dahod, and bagged a cash prize of Rs 1,000. Jinsi Shibu and Jisna Sunil of Standard 8 and under 17 girls Vaishnavi Shetty and Harshita Jangid of Standard 10 were selected for Kho-Kho in Vadodara city for Khel Mahakumbh state level competition. Kabaddi. Our student of Standard 11 Brijraj Singh Tank has been selected in above 17 Vadodara city team for the state level Khel Mahakumbh 2018. Vaishnavi Shetty of Standard 10 also selected in under 17 Vadodara city team for state level SGFI 2018. Tug of war. Under 17 girls stood third at Vadodara city and also bagged a cash prize of Rs 1,000 each. Under 19 boys stood second at Vadodara district in SGFI. Wrestling. Shashank Rai of Standard 7 stood first at under 14 boys and under 60 kg and qualified for the Khel Mahakumbh state level and also in SGFI for state level. Shashank stood second in Vadodara city in judo at Swami Vivekanand Cup. Karate. Under 14 boys kg category, Junaid Sheikh of Standard 8 won the bronze medal at state level even with 5 stitches in his toe and was awarded a cash prize of Rs 2,000. He also won so many other medals in different competitions during the year. In under 17 boys above 82 category, Rehan Khan Pathan of Standard 11 won the silver medal at state level competition and was awarded a cash prize of Rs 3,000. Athletics. Our students of Standard 12, Shahid Shalot, stood first in Vadodara district athlete event in SGFI. Ashud Rawal stood third in discus throw in SGFI. Volleyball. Our students of Standard 12, Sweetie Bharti, had been selected in the girls under 19 team of Vadodara district for state level competition in SGFI Khelo India. 2 students, Alan Paul and Anshul Gohil, were selected in the boys under 17 Vadodara city team for the Khel Mahakumbh 2018 and they represented Baroda at Gujarat state level competitions. Annual report of the year 2019-20. The school reopened on 10 June 2019. The first 2 days were activity based before getting into serious studies. Parent-teacher meeting was conducted and the new PTA committee was formed on 27 June 2019. Installation ceremony of the Student Council was organized on 10th July 2019. Mrs. Amita Vanani, the Additional Police Commissioner, Traffic Branch, Vadodara, was invited as the chief guest. Father Tiju I. Varghese, Vicar and President of H.G.Dr. Church, along with Mr. Abraham Jacob, Honorary Secretary, Mr. Reggie Matthew, Honorary Treasurer, and all the Executive Managing Committee members of the H.G.Dr. Church, parents of the Student Council, and guests attended the ceremony. Independence Day was celebrated on 15th August. The flag was hoisted and unfurled by the Honorary Treasurer, Sir Reggie Matthew, and other executive committee members, followed by a short program of patriotic dance and song program. A quiz contest was conducted by Byju's Learning app on 24th August. Winners were given certificates and school bags. An effective career guidance talk was given by an expert from Career Launchers on 28th August. On 5th September, Teachers' Day was celebrated by the students. Teachers were gifted with a beautiful trolley bag by the managing committee members who also attended the program. Father Tiju, Varghese and the committee members shared the cake with the teachers that was gifted by the students. In continuation to the Swachhagraha Prerak, last year, Zia Rana of Standard 8 bagged the best report writing on the activity. She was awarded a trophy and certificate at the felicitation ceremony by the Adani Foundation Group at Surat on 30th September. The principal and a teacher accompanied her for receiving the award. A career counseling program was conducted by a team of career counselors from the Ajinkya University of Pune. It was an effective PowerPoint program for the students of Standard 11 and 12. They were made aware of the various courses available for the students after their 12th board. A field trip to Baroda Dairy was organized in October. Students of Standard 3 to 8 thoroughly enjoyed their outing along with first-hand experience of milk pasteurization and production of other dairy products. Navratri was celebrated as usual and prizes for best costumes and best dancers were given class-wise. Our choreographer Milaj Vora and his assistant were the judges for the day. Children's Day was celebrated as usual on 18 November, with teachers entertaining the students with music and dance. On 25th October, a group of 25 students and 2 teachers, along with the principal, were invited by the Ministry of Environment, Gandhinagar, to visit the Food and Nutrition Park near the Statue of Unity. The Chief Minister, Sri Vijay Rupani, also visited the park and interacted with the students. Prime Minister Modi was supposed to inaugurate the park on 31st October on Sardar Patel Jayanti, but could not make it due to heavy cyclonic rains. So, our students were once more invited to explain about the nutrition park to PM Modi. But unfortunately, Modi ji could not make it due to heavy cyclonic rains that lashed the Statue of Unity, and our students inaugurated the park by officially travelling the toy train. Visit to ITM Vocational University. Students of Standard 10, 11 and 12 were taken for a visit to the ITM Vocational University, where they had a first-hand exposure to various vocational courses offered by the university. A tree plantation drive was initiated by Radio Mirchi, where the RJ Pooja explained about the importance of planting trees in and around our environment. 350 plants were given to the students for planting at their homes. Some saplings were planted in the school premises also. An essay writing competition was conducted by the New India Assurance Company Limited to commemorate 100 years of its inception. Students of Standard 9, 10th, 11th and 12th participated and were awarded the first, second and third prizes class-wise. Sri Lohitakshan, Divisional Manager of Baroda Branch, and K. Sri Jananan, the Satkarta Adhikari of New India Assurance Company Limited, organized the program and awarded the prizes to the students. Highlights of the athletic achievements of the school. Karate. Standard 12 Science student of St. Mary's School, Suzanne Sheikh, won a gold medal for India at Dhaka, Bangladesh in plus 59 kg under 17 category in the South Asian Federation Championship of Karate held in the month of November 2019. Suzanne also represented India in Santiago, Chile in the World Karate Federation Championship from 24th to 29th of October 2019. She has more than 26 gold medals to her credit at the state and national level. She bagged a gold medal at Vadodara Mahanagar Palika in Khel Mahakumbh 2019 and was awarded Rs 3,000 cash prize in Khel Mahakumbh, and just missed gold and bagged a silver at state level but got Rs 7,000 as cash prize. Suzanne Sheikh won gold and bronze medals. Junaid Sheikh won silver and bronze medals, and Prem Patel won gold and bronze medal for karate and kata events at the competition organized by WADO, International Federation of Judo and Karate. Nikesh Muralidharan, a science student of Standard 11, bagged a gold medal at district level and bronze medal at state level in SGFI, and also bagged a silver medal at Vadodara city level and state level. Nikesh also bagged a bronze medal in Khel Mahakumbh 2019. He got a cash prize of Rs 2,000 and 5,000 respectively. Jisan Saji of 11th Commerce and Bhumika Shetty of 11th Commerce bagged bronze medals in their own weight categories at Vadodara level, and both of them got 1,000 each as cash prize. All these students bagged medal in their own weight categories. Junaid Sheikh stood first and bagged a gold medal in 45 kg, and he has been selected for state level of Khel Mahakumbh and was awarded Rs 3,000 in cash. Archery. Parth Shah of Standard 9 stood first in under 19 boys SGFI at Vadodara district and qualified for state level competition. Athletics. Nandini Pillai of Standard 12 Science stood first in triple jump and stood second in 100-meter sprint at Vadodara Mahanagar Palika and was selected to represent Vadodara at state level in both Khel Mahakumbh and SGFI. She bagged a gold medal at state level in triple jump at SGFI and jumped 9.65 meters. She bagged a silver medal in relay race 4 into 100 meters at state level. And due to her extraordinary performance, she was selected to attend a 7-day training and selection camp for the national level athletics at Devgarh, Baria. Nandini also stood first in triple jump, second in 100-meter sprint at Vadodara Mahanagar Palika and won Rs 3,000 and 2,000 as cash prize. Nandini Pillai of Standard 12 Science stood first and bagged a gold medal at Gujarat state level competition organized by the Reliance Foundation Youth Sports at Manjalpur Sports Complex in the triple jump event. She also stood third and bagged a bronze medal at Gujarat state level, again organized by the Reliance Foundation Youth Sports at Manjalpur in the high jump event. Hitil Shah of Standard 10 stood third and bagged a bronze medal at Gujarat state level competition organized by the Reliance Foundation Youth Sports in the 110-meter hurdles event. Arshad Rawal of Standard 12 Commerce stood first and bagged a gold medal in SGFI and got a chance to represent Vadodara at state level at Himatnagar, and he stood third in discus throw event in the open group at Khel Mahakumbh and got a cash prize of 1,000. Tug of war. Our boys team stood second at Vadodara Mahanagar Palika in Khel Mahakumbh 2019, and each of them got a cash prize of 2,000 each. Wrestling event. Chota Sultan of our school, Shashank Rai of Standard 8th, stood first and bagged a gold medal at Vadodara district level competition in 68 kilo category. He also bagged a cash prize of Rs 3,000 and represented Vadodara district at state level in Khel Mahakumbh held at Patan and stood first. He bagged the gold at state level and was awarded a cash prize of Rs 10,000 and also represented Gujarat state at national level held at Delhi. A team of Alan Paul of Standard 10 stood third at the state level competition held at Surat. Anshul Goyal of Standard 10th also has been selected in the under 17 Gujarat state team and represented Gujarat state in the national championship. Vidhi Rajput of Standard 10th was selected in the Vadodara district team and represented Vadodara district at Khel Mahakumbh in Limdi. Marathon. Two students, Rahul Giri and Yash Rajput, bagged bronze medal for Vadodara International Marathon held in January 2019. Volleyball. Four students of Standard 10, Alan Paul, Mohammad Ali Rana, Anshul Gohil and Mahir Goswami were selected in the Vadodara district team under 16 and will represent Vadodara district team at Gujarat state level, organized by the All India Volleyball Association held at Sama Indoor Stadium, Vadodara. Two state level players of volleyball, Brijraj Singh Tank and Arshad Rawal, students of Standard 12, were selected to represent Team Vadodara to participate in the tournament organized by the Gujarat Volleyball Association held at Kodinar. Sweetie Bharti, Jaya Jangid and Payal Swami, our ex-students of the school who are now in college, has been selected in volleyball team of Gujarat State and represented Gujarat State at the national level competition in both Khel Mahakumbh and national level inter-university championship held in Rajasthan. We are really very proud of them as they just passed out 12th Commerce from our school in March 2019. They came to the school to take our blessings before they embarked for the national level competition. Kabaddi. Student of Standard 12, Brajraj Singh Tank, a national level player of Kabaddi, was selected in the above 17 Vadodara city team to represent Vadodara at the state level in SGFI games held at Agarwal. Brajraj also participated in state level held at Wadi, Ankleshwar and Bardoli and was awarded a cash prize of 24,000 for the team. Recently, the senior team of Kabaddi bagged a gold medal for Vadodara at Gujarat state level at Viara, Surat. Brijraj was one of the players of this winning team. A proud moment for us that our PT teacher, Mr. Hitesh Parmar, was felicitated by the Sports Authority of Gujarat for his exemplary and diligent service to the sporting activities in Vadodara district and for his school during the seminar for School Sports Contact Program at Vagodia Road Sports Complex on 26 December 2018. All our students who bagged medals at the district level will be felicitated by the Honorable Speaker of Gujarat Assembly, Sri Rajendra Bhai Trivedi, just after 2 days on 14 December here at Manjalpur Sports Complex. And we have just come to know that our state level medal winners are going to be felicitated. Honorable Chief Minister of Gujarat, Sri Vijay Rupani, on 22nd of December at Gandhinagar. on this day, the 10th annual function of the school, on behalf of the staff and students, I thank the President and Vicar, Reverend Father Tiju I. Varghese, Honorary Secretary Sri Abraham Jacob, Honorary Treasurer Sri Reggie Matthew, and all the executive committee members of H.G.Dr. Church, unstinting support for all the curricular, intracurricular and extracurricular activities of the school. Also, our heartfelt gratitude to the past committee members for all their support and cooperation rendered to the school since its inception. I also thank our chief guest, Mrs. Shalini Agarwal, I.A.S, District Collector and Magistrate, for being here with us and enjoying this program and blessing our students with her gracious presence. Thank you all once again for being with us here today to share the success and progress of the school. Have an enjoyable and thrilling evening. Good evening.
In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was without form and void, and darkness was on the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters. Then God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. And God saw the light, that it was good, and God divided the light from the darkness. Then God said, "Let the waters under the heavens be gathered together into one place, and let the dry land appear." And it was so. And God called the dry land earth, and the gathering together of the waters he called seas. And God saw that it was good. Then God made two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night. He made the stars also. Then God said, "Let us make man in our image, according to our likeness." And he has made from one blood every nation of men to dwell on all the face of the earth, so that they should seek the Lord, though he is not far from each one of us.
God created Adam in his own image, but he was not happy. So God created Eve in the form of a woman and as a companion to Adam. May I now invite the students to present the Adimanav dance.
आदि मानव तब एक भक्षक था, कंदमूल ढूंढता, जंगल जंगल भटकता और जीव जंतुओं का शिकार करता। फिर भी वो अन्य जीव जंतुओं से भिन्न था। बुद्धि केवल उसी के पास थी। एक दिन दो पत्थर के टकराने से जब आग निकली तो उसके मस्तिष्क में एक विचार कौंधा। आग, अंधकार को मिटाने वाली आग, जानवरों को डराने वाली आग, भोजन को स्वादिष्ट बनाने वाली आग। आग के आविष्कार ने तो जीवन ही बदल डाला।
Some call me nature. Others call me Mother Nature. I've been here for over 4.5 billion years. 22,500 times longer than you. I don't really need people, but people need me. Yes, your future depends on me. When I thrive, you thrive. When I falter, you falter. Or worse. But I've been here for eons. I have fed species greater than you, and I have starved species greater than you. My oceans, my soil, my flowing streams, my forests, they all can take you or leave you. How you choose to live each day, whether you regard or disregard me, doesn't really matter to me. One way or the other. Your actions will determine your fate, not mine. I am nature. I will go on. I am prepared to evolve. Are you?
The glorious sunshine, the gentle waves of the sea, the animals and the birds, the trees and the flowers. Nature unfolds its mysteries and leaves us spellbound.
God gave us the 5 elements of nature: soil, water, space, fire, and wind. The first of which is soil. The earth or soil produces and supports life with its rich minerals and nutrients. The myriad hues and colors of the earth are portrayed by the hills, valleys, and the mountains. Mother Earth produces, provides, and nurtures life. A tribute to Mother Earth is conveyed through the earth dance.
Mahive, Mahive, that's the way, Mahive.
तेरे माथे झूमर दमके, तेरे कानों बाली चमके है रे
Mahive.
तेरे हाथों कंगना खनके, तेरे पैरों पायल छनके है रे
Mahive.
नैनों से बोले रब्बा रब्बा, मन में डोले रब्बा रब्बा, अमृत ढोले रब्बा रब्बा, तू सोनिए जिंदे Mahive
Sorry, sorry, acha Mahive. Everybody sing sorry, sorry, acha Mahive. Jitte Mahive. Sorry, sorry, acha Mahive. Everybody sing sorry, sorry, acha Mahive. That's the way, Mahive.
हो तेरी आंखें काली काली, तेरा गोरा गोरा मुखड़ा है रे
Mahive.
तेरी रंगत जैसे सोना, तू चांद का जैसे टुकड़ा है रे
Mahive.
तेरे गाल गुलाबी रब्बा रब्बा, चाल शराबी रब्बा रब्बा, दिल की खराबी रब्बा रब्बा, तू सोनिए
Jitte Mahive. Sorry, sorry, acha Mahive. Everybody sing sorry, sorry, acha Mahive. Jitte Mahive. Sorry, sorry, acha Mahive. Everybody sing sorry, sorry, acha Mahive.
friends, for your lovely performance. We have water is life. 71% of Earth is covered by water. Marine life and the whole ecological system is dependent on the water cycle. To bring forth the importance of water, we have the students presenting the water dance.
you friends for your elegant performance. Forests are the heart and lungs of the earth. The animals, the flora and the fauna make ecological system of the earth. The plants and trees, which are the lungs of the earth, provide oxygen for all the living organisms. I invite the students for presenting the forest dance.
For this charming performance. Fire, one of the most important elements of the nature, the fire. Life without fire is inevitable. Fire provides warmth, light, and also makes food tastier. With the advent of agriculture and advancement of lifestyle of man, fire became an important part and parcel of man's life. Here, I invite the students to present a fiery dance.
And from a single spark, a speck of light, will grow the flame which burns within my heart. higher and higher it will burn. And I will carry to you this wondrous light in the palm of my hand, where the fire will start.
Thank you, friends, for your fascinating performance. Man and other creations of God multiplied hundredfolds and spread out into the continents. The earth was lush and green, and man enjoyed the bounties of nature. With the invention of fire and the wheel, man transformed himself from a hunter to a cultivator. He sowed seeds and harvested according to the season. Every season and harvest was observed and celebrated with music and dance, displaying their thankfulness to the Creator.
Human life is supposed to have originated in the Garden of Eden in Africa. In Africa, the harvest festivals have a lot of religious connotations. Singing and dancing are a special part during the festivals. People who take part in dances wear traditional masks and outfits. Each dance sequence unfolds a unique story. Here, I invite the students to present an African dance that will make a heart jump.
to Vegas to pay us just to forget my scars. Sweatshops have made me shifty. I can enjoy speed, I'm nifty. I hope I live till I'm 50. See my city go, I quit to the pretty.
Thank you, friends, for your energetic performance. The festival of Baisakhi in Punjab is held every year from the period between the months of April and May. The festival is celebrated with immense fun, frolic, and merrymaking after a good harvest of wheat. The welcoming of the spring and new life is presented by the boys with full vigor and vitality in the Punjabi dance.
टुंग
दस तेरे मेरे दिल विच लाउड वजदा टुंग 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 तेरे मेरे दिल विच लाउड वजदा टुंग 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 बज टुंग टुंग बज टंग 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 तररा टुंग टुंग बज टुंग टुंग बज टंग 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 तररा टुंग टुंग दा साउंड करदा टुंग टुंग दा साउंड करदा टुंग टुंग दा साउंड तेरे मेरे दिल विच लाउड वजदा टुंग टुंग है टुंग टुंग तेरे मेरे दिल विच लाउड वजदा टुंग 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 Come here, everybody now, 'cause this will blow your mind. Come here, everybody now, now feel the beat of joy. Come here, everybody now, now hit this party. Oh, kad lamba chodi chest chest. Oh, jera dekhe bole best best. लंबा चौड़ी चेस्ट चेस्ट जेड़ा देखे बोले बेस्ट बेस्ट लंबा चौड़ी चेस्ट चेस्ट जेड़ा देखे बोले बेस्ट बेस्ट ओए वाह वाह जट दी नवाबी पंजाबी मस्त पंजाबी पंजाबी मस्त पंजाबी पंजाबी मस्त पंजाबी पंजाबी मस्त 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 It's all about the vibe for sure like you never have felt before. It's all about the vibe for sure like you never have felt before. I was gonna blow your mind away, but never said I'll just watch your way. Listen to the beat bumping, move your body with the song, bring it on. Let the world go round and play on, just feel the sound. तेरी मैं ता जागा रातन नू रोक न पावा अखियां विचों गमदियां बरसातन नू तारे गिन गिन याद च तेरी मैं ता जागा रातन नू रोक न पावा अखियां विचों गमदियां बरसातन नू ओ ओ ओ मैं इश्क तेरा पावे न पावा तेरी मिठिया बातन नू रोक न पावा अखियां विचों आंदियां बरसातन नू
for your splendid performance. The Egyptian civilization holds an important place in the history of the nations, and especially in the Bible, where stories of pharaohs and kings related to the birth of Jesus Christ, our Savior, has influenced the culture of the whole world.
The civilization of Europe is deep-rooted in the culture of art, literature, music, dance. European culture is largely rooted in what is often referred to as its common cultural heritage, presenting a mesmerizing Egyptian dance.
for this radiant performance. Goa, one of the most important cities of India, survives mainly by fishing. Whenever there is a rich haul of fish, there is a celebration on the beach. Goa, fondly known as the Rome of the East, has a rich Indian and Portuguese culture. Singing, dancing, and music holds an important part in the life of the Goans. I invite the students to present the fisher folk dance of Goa.
Oh Maria Pitache, oh Maria Pitache, oh Maria Pitache, hey oh Maria Pitache, hey oh Maria Pitache, oh Maria Pitache, oh Maria Pitache, hey oh Maria Pitache. Barradata não me luzi, istreti compri. Barradata não me luzi, istreti compri. Alegna entrada me luzi, triste na sair. Alegna entrada me luzi, triste na sair. Hey! Ahmedabad. Oh Maria Pitache, 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 oh Maria Pitache. Anna Maria danza. Rapariga vem me luzir, não se pode nascer. Rapariga vem me luzir, não se pode nascer. Como a pera verde me luzir, não se pode comer. Como a pera verde me luzir, não se pode comer. Ai, luzir, luzir, me luzir, não cuspi no chão. Ai, luzir, luzir, me luzir, não cuspi no chão. Cuspir no meu peito, me luzir, rega e coração. Cuspir no meu peito, me luzir, rega e coração. Ai, Maria Pitache, oh 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 Maria Pitache. Undra muja mama, aniau santa tuka. Undra muja mama, aniau santa tuka. Animadori chapila lagi felu madinaka. Animadori chapila lagi felu madinaka. Undir mama ailo, ani pachi panali pulo. Undir mama ailo, ani pachi panali pulo. Animadori chapila nataka yaka kasa kailo. Animadori chapila nataka yaka kasa kailo. Ya ya maya ya, 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 ya ya maya ya.
Thank you, friends, for your delightful performance. The civilization of Europe is deep-rooted in the culture of art, literature, music, and dance. European culture is largely rooted in what is often referred to as its common cultural heritage. I invite the students for presenting the European dance.
beautiful performance. How can we forget the great cultural dances of Gujarat? Folklores are an important part of Gujarati culture. Garba and the 9 nights denote the devotion and celebration to the goddess Durga. Let's all swing to the tunes of Helaro. For your graceful performance. As civilization spread and grew, the needs of man also increased. His greed for power and lust increased with time. He plundered the earth and destroyed its beauty with concrete forests. God had provided enough for his need, but not for his greed. He started living in sin and evil deeds. But man, in his greed for lust and power, forgot to preserve the precious gifts given to him by his Creator. Satan too lured him towards sin and destruction.
God was pained and decided to put an end to all evils and wickedness. He chose Noah, the one person who was just, good, obedient, and faithful to God.
When God created the world and everything in it, He made man in His own image to live here and take care of the world. However, humans started doing evil things and stopped following His commands. They did not pray to Him, and they only cared for their own comfort. God decided to destroy the earth and everybody in it. There was only one man who loved God, Noah. Noah loved and worshipped God. He believed in God even though nobody else did. He also taught his family to love and fear God. One day, God spoke to Noah.
Noah, you are a good man. You are righteous and you live a good life with your family. But the world has become evil and all the people in the world deserve to die.
Noah was shocked at what he heard, but he remained calm. But God, these are your people. Have mercy on them.
No, Noah. The world has to be destroyed. I will send a great flood that will destroy the whole of earth. It will rain without end for 40 days. Every living being on earth will be destroyed.
So be it. Let your will be done.
Fear not, Noah. I have come to warn you because you have been a good man. You and your family will survive the flood.
You are merciful, my God.
You will have to build an ark for you and your family.
What is an ark, my lord?
An ark is a big wooden boat. You will build this ark to protect your family from the flood. The ark should be big enough for your family. You will also be taking many animals along with you so that they can survive too.
God then made the animals arrive in pairs. Every animal and bird on the earth waited in line patiently to enter the ark. There were lions, tigers, elephants, snakes, parrots, zebras, everyone. 2 by 2, they entered the ark. Once Noah had completed filling up his ark with the animals, God told Noah to assemble his family and bring them into the ark. Once they had entered the ark, the door was closed and the ark was sealed shut. As soon as the ark was sealed, the first drops of rain began to fall on earth. The villagers were amazed, as there had not been any rains for a very long time. Soon it was raining heavily, and big thunderclouds gathered all around the village. It continued to rain for days, and soon the water was flooding the village. The ark then began to float over the water. People in the village were running for shelter as their homes had been swept away by the flood. Meanwhile, Noah, his family, and the animals he had brought with him were safe and warm in the ark. It rained heavily for 40 days, and in the end there was nothing but water all around. All living beings were drowned, and even the highest mountains were covered by the flood. Noah looked out of the window of his ark and could see nothing but water all around. After 40 days and 40 nights of rain, it stopped raining. The water level slowly started coming down. The ark continued to sail with Noah's family and the animals. They kept sailing in search of dry land. Soon, the ark came to a stop on top of a dry mountain. Then God spoke to Noah.
Noah, it is now safe for you and your family to leave the ark. You can step out to the land. You can now lead a new life with your family. Release all the animals. Let them once again roam the earth.
Thank you, my Lord. I am thankful for your love and faith in me. You have kept me safe through all this. My family is alive and well because of you. We owe our lives to you.
You are a righteous man, Noah. Your faith in me has saved you. Your family has been saved because of your good deeds. I promise that I will never again send the floods.
As a reminder of this promise, God created a beautiful rainbow. Noah and his family lived for a long time on earth. They had many children, and soon Noah's children and grandchildren were spread all over the world.
Over the years, man and all the other creatures multiplied again and spread all over the earth. But slowly, man forgot the promise of God and started sinning. He mercilessly cut down trees, destroying the forest and the habitats of animals and birds. He filled up the flowing rivers and the seas with chemical effluents as man progressed in the Industrial Revolution.
Thus, hundreds of species of flora and fauna became extinct. As the ecosystem was plundered, the mountains were blown up with the dynamites. The rivers were flooded with the plastics.
On the land is ending up into the seas in millions of tons every year. These small plastic parts are gulped or get embedded by the marine birds and aquatic creatures like the albatross, turtles, and sharks into their bodies. They suffer and die a slow death.
God's creation was sick and pained. She retaliated in all her fury in the form of drought, hurricanes, tornadoes, and cyclones. Endless miseries caused havoc in different parts of the states. The next dance depicts the fury of the nature, presenting the Tandav dance.
man has now realized his folly and he is now trying to rectify his mistakes. He has realized that mankind is helpless against the forces of the nature and that it is the God who creates or destroys.
God had promised Noah that he would never again destroy his creations. And as a symbol of this promise, a rainbow appears after every rain, which is a symbol of hope and dreams for mankind.
Though hope has been spread around the mankind, the Satan has taken over the minds of the man. From peace and nature-loving man, he has become the perpetrator. Terror, violence, shooting and bombings have become the order of the day. Women and children are the targets for his lust. Cities and streets are no more safe for the girls. They are raped, killed and burnt mercilessly.
These days, because of the awareness and presence of media, sensitive issues like these have been highlighted. People are becoming more aware and are raising their voice against these heinous crimes happening in our very own city and other states of the country. Presenting the Devil Dance.
लोगों को डर से डराओ, नारियों को जाके मजबूर बनाओ, उठने से पहले गिराओ। जाओ अरे जाओ 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 अरे जाओ जाओ जाओ, नारी को सताओ, नारी को रुलाओ, उल्टा सीधा रास्ता दिखाओ। जाओ अरे जाओ 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 अरे जाओ जाओ जाओ। नारी कैसे किसी परिवार को बढ़ाए, कैसे वो अनाथों को सुख पहुंचाए, जाके उन्हें दुख पहुंचाओ। जाओ अरे जाओ 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 अरे जाओ जाओ जाओ, नारी को सताओ, नारी को रुलाओ, उल्टा सीधा रास्ता दिखाओ। जाओ जाओ अरे जाओ 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 अरे जाओ जाओ जाओ। नारी मन चाहा कुछ कर नहीं पाए, उसका इरादा कोई फल नहीं पाए, नारी आगे चल नहीं पाए। जाओ जाओ अरे जाओ 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 अरे जाओ जाओ जाओ, नारी को सताओ, नारी को रुलाओ, उल्टा सीधा रास्ता दिखाओ। जाओ अरे जाओ 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 अरे जाओ जाओ जाओ। समाज रहे, अपना समाज बढ़ाओ। जाओ अरे जाओ 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 अरे जाओ जाओ जाओ, नारी को सताओ, नारी को रुलाओ, उल्टा सीधा रास्ता दिखाओ। जाओ जाओ अरे जाओ 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 अरे जाओ जाओ जाओ।
Parents, this depicts the evil that is taking place in our society today, in our city, in our country, in our state, every nook and corner. The little girls, women, children are raped, molested and burnt. The Unnao case that is going on today, the Hyderabad doctor, the veterinary doctor, they were raped and murdered mercilessly. So this is the evil that is going on in our society, in our country. Please take care of your little girls, your daughters. Please keep them safe. Even the small kids, the boys, they are not safe. So take care of your children. Especially see that they don't go alone out in the night, or especially in the tuition classes where all evils are taking place. There is a drug mafia going on in the city. One of our teachers' son has become a victim of that drug mafia. They are targeting the 11th and 12th standard boys and college students. So please take care of your children, and the vicious circle starts in the tuition classes. So beware and take care of your children. Thank you.
Let us raise our voice in unison for strict punishment to the rapists and save our daughters, sisters, wives and mother from the clutches of these perpetrators.
Think about the generations and to say we want to make it a better place for our children and our children's children, so that they know it's a better world for them and think if they can make it a better place.
There's a place in your heart, and I know that it is love. And this place is much brighter than tomorrow. And if you need to cry in this place, you feel there's no hurt or sorrow. There are ways to get there if you care enough for the living. Make a little space, make a better place, heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying if you care enough for the living. Make a better place for you and for me. If you want to know why, there's a love that cannot lie. Love is strong.
Let us all unite and save our beautiful Mother Earth. In all its glory and splendor for future generations.
Yeah, Of course, it was very nice program, very nice. You guys are really talented. God bless you all. God bless you all. And I hope that you are doing the same performance in class also. Yeah. So have a nice time. Okay? God bless. God bless. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Gratitude is the most great that is in your heart. With 2 words, thank you. Express up. Never forget that as we express our gratitude, we must never forget that the highest appreciation is not to utter words, but to live by them. May I now invite Jacqueline ma'am to propose a vote of thanks.
The vibration of gratitude attracts more positive thoughts into our lives.
A very good evening to one and all present here. As we have reached the closing part of our program, it's my privilege and honor to propose the vote of thanks on behalf of the principal, staff and students of St. Mary's School. First and foremost, I thank our God Almighty for countless blessings and making today's event a magnificent one. I express my heartfelt gratitude and special thanks to our Honorable Bishop, His Grace, Dr. Geevarghese Mar Yulios, Metropolitan of Ahmedabad Diocese of the Indian Orthodox Church and manager of our school, for taking over the function and making his valuable presence at the 10th annual day celebration of our school. I express my gratitude to Reverend Father Tiju Varghese I.A.S, President and Vicar of I.A.S Church, for his valuable presence with us today. I sincerely thank our Honorary Secretary, Mr. Abraham Jacob, and Honorary Treasurer, Mr. Reju, and all the distinguished Executive Committee members, invitees of I.A.S Church and Basil Trust for attending this function with their valuable presence. We are also grateful to the present committee members, their unconditional and untiring efforts in the running of the school and their contribution in making today's program a grand success. I wholeheartedly thank and Reverend Father Jason John, Assistant Vicars of I.A.S Church, and Reverend Father Georgie George, Principal of Another one. I thank Reverend Father Philippos Abraham, manager of Jyotish Ashram, Abu Road, for his work on this occasion. I also extend my thanks to Dr. Sangeeta Patel, chairperson of the So Clean, and Mr. Chaitanya Kulkarani, coordinator of the So Clean, for their presence with us today. I also take this opportunity to thank the PTA members and parents for being here with us to encourage their children. I profusely thank the choreographer, Mr. Milaj, and his team for training and coordinating the whole program with their dedicated efforts in presenting these exciting and heart-throbbing dances. I also take this opportunity to express our sincere thanks to Mr. Kannubai Dresswala for the wonderful costume and makeup. I also wish to thank Mr. Jimmy Bai for providing the wonderful light and sound effect in contributing his share to the success of today's program. I also profusely thank the photographer, Mr. Joseph D. Santos, for capturing the performance of the students on stage and making it an everlasting memory through his videos and photographs. I am delighted to express my thanks to the Fares Khana Mayor Catering Services for providing the accessories and beautifying the stage. I would also acknowledge the dedication of all the teaching and non-teaching staff of our school, without whose help and support this function would not have been possible. Last but not the least, a big thank you to all our beloved students, volunteers, and all the dear participants for being very supportive and putting up such a wonderful, vibrant, and stupendous program. Before I conclude, I extend my sincere thanks to our principal, Mrs. Nilima Varghese, for her expert and able guidance. It is needless to say that today's program would not have been such a grand success without her ideas and continuous supervision and monitoring. I once again thank everyone for your kind cooperation and support for all our activities and endeavor. Hope you all enjoyed the program. Thank you.
Thank you, Jacqueline ma'am. I request everyone to stand for the school song, followed by the national anthem.